the last 5 years, the digital economy has exploded. You're building a 2026 business on 1995 infrastructure, and it gets worse. You finally decided to go all in on your business. Maybe it's crypto, maybe it's a digital service, maybe it's something the real world hasn't seen yet. And then the compliance side hits you like a wall. You spend more time worrying about your crypto position than building your actual product. You're Googling Form 8949 at 2 in the morning. And here's the truth. It doesn't matter how good your idea is if your financial foundation collapses the moment the IRS starts asking questions. This video is going to show you exactly how Numeratus fixes that. Not with another course, not with downloadable templates, but with a community and a white glove system built specifically for the digital economy. So you can stop guessing, stop stressing, and start building with a financial architecture that actually holds up under scrutiny. Let's start with why everything feels harder than it should. It's a broken playbook. In the last 5 years, the digital economy has exploded. Crypto went from a fringe experiment to a trillion-dollar asset class. Online businesses started generating real revenue in weeks, not years. And entrepreneurs started building real wealth, not through traditional careers, but through digital assets. The accounting advice most people get is still built for a world of W-2s, simple deductions, and paper receipts. Your average CPA learned about crypto the same way your parents did, by watching it on the news. They don't know how to reconcile DeFi transactions. They don't know the difference between airdrop income and fork events. And they definitely don't know how to build a defensible audit trail for an LLC holding digital assets. So you're stuck. You're building a 2026 business on 1995 infrastructure. And it gets worse. Regulations are changing monthly. Crypto tax rules are shifting overnight. What was compliant last quarter might be put at risk this quarter. The IRS is getting more sophisticated about digital asset tracking. States are cracking down on sales tax for digital services. And if your books aren't clean, if your entity structure is wrong, if your cost basis tracking has gaps, you don't have a business. You have a liability. The old playbook isn't just outdated, it's dangerous. So what do most entrepreneurs do when they realize traditional help isn't cutting it? They try to handle it themselves. And this is the do-it-yourself trap. When you're building something new, the instinct is to figure it out on your own. You open a spreadsheet, you start logging transactions, you watch a few YouTube videos about crypto taxes, you feel like you're making progress. But here's what's happening. You track cost basis using whatever method seems easiest at the time. Maybe first in, first out. Maybe you just guess. You miss staking rewards because your wallet didn't send you a tidy 1099. You receive an airdrop and don't realize it's taxable income the moment it hits your account. You set up an LLC because someone in a Discord server told you to do so, but you never structured it correctly for your own actual activity. And then tax season arrives. You hand your accountant a mess. They charge you extra to clean it up, or worse, they file it wrong. Now your Form 8949 doesn't match your Schedule D. Your entity level reporting is inconsistent, and if the IRS even comes knocking, you don't have a defensible position. Let me be direct about this. Do-it-yourself accounting isn't saving you money. It's building a case against you. Every transaction you miscategorize, every cost basis you miscalculate, every complex event you ignore, that's not just a mistake. That's an audit risk. That's a penalty risk. That's your business on the line because you tried to white knuckle through something that requires actual expertise. You didn't start your business to become an amateur accountant. You started it to build wealth, create freedom, and solve real problems. But without a compliance-first foundation, you're not building, you're gambling. That's exactly why we built Numeratus, and it's something different. This isn't another online course that dumps 40 hours of video on you and disappears. This isn't a Facebook group where everyone is pretending to be an expert, and this definitely isn't a template shop. The Numeratus community is a launch pad for investors, dreamers, and entrepreneurs who need real answers in a space where real answers are hard to find. Here's how it works. Every week we run a live Q&A if there's questions to be answered. You submit your questions anonymously, so there's no fear, no judgment, no stupid questions. Our team answers it directly, clearly. Then there's the podcast. We call it the Odyssey of Business because that's what building something is. We demystify business origins, financial history, and real-world applications of the concepts that matter. This is insight you won't find in a corporate handbook. And I'm telling you, The stories that we talk about, you're not going to hear out in the public. And because regulations move fast, we publish monthly regulatory updates. We track what's happening at the IRS, at the state level, and in the broader compliance landscape. We also have tiered learning programs that cover the essentials. How to think like a business owner, which is the captain of your ship, which is what you really are. The actual language of business, accounting basics, financial statements, what the numbers mean. It's a launchpad. Real questions, real experts, zero judgment. This is the Numeratus community. For $100 a month, you can talk to crypto accountants, tax accountants, forensic accountants, or plain old regular accountants in order to obtain actionable insights on where you want to go next. That's $1,200 a year. And if you sign up for an annual, that's less. But the community is just the front door. What most people don't realize until they get inside is that Numeratus.us is a full white glove accounting and financial operations firm built for the digital era. We specialize where traditional accounting breaks down. Let's start with cryptocurrency accounting and compliance. We do end-to-end reconciliation across wallets, exchanges, and DeFi protocols. We maintain lot-level cost basis tracking using FIFO, LIFO, HIFO, whatever makes sense for your situation and stays within the IRS guidelines. We prepare complete Form 8949s and Schedule D filings with a full audit trail behind every single number. And we handle the complex events that most firms don't touch: staking rewards, mining income, airdrops, forks, and non-standard transactions that require expert categorization. If you're holding crypto through an entity, an LLC, S-Corp, partnership, or trust, we handle entity-level crypto accounting too. That means proper classification, accurate basis tracking at the entity level, and consolidated reporting that doesn't create conflicts or gaps. For creators and digital-first businesses, we offer content creator accounting, platform income reconciliation, expense allocation, and scaling support as your income complexity grows. We handle sales tax accounting across jurisdictions, payroll oversight, and contractor versus employee classification. And if you need strategic leadership without a full-time hire, our fractional CFO services gives you executive-level financial oversight, growth advisory, and decision support reporting. And you work with me. If you're ready to move fast, not someday, but now, we offer something I don't think exists anywhere else at this level: the business audit. It's a half-hour one-on-one interview with me, not a sales call, not a generic consultation, a real conversation about where your business is, where it's stuck, and what's holding you back. From that, we build a personalized growth plan specific to your entity structure, your tax position, your goals, and your risk tolerance. You walk away with a roadmap, an actual plan for how to accelerate your growth while staying compliant. We have two ways to join the community. The strategist tier at $100 a month gives you full access to the Q&As, the podcasts, the regulatory updates, and the tiered learning programs within the Numeratus community. Then there's the Preclaris tier. And these aren't just subscribers, these are our actual clients where Numeratus is actually doing client work on their behalf. And if you're already a Numeratus client, if we're already handling your accounting, your tax prep, or your entity work, you get community access at no additional cost. Because we believe the clients who trust us with their financial operations deserves every advantage we can give them. If you're an investor trying to protect your wealth in a space that's moving faster than the rules can keep up, if you're a dreamer with an idea that could work, if you could just get the back office right, if you're a new entrepreneur who knows you need help but doesn't know where to start, or if you're already established and you feel your financial system starting to creak under the weight of your own growth, this is for you. The digital economy isn't slowing down. Crypto adoption is accelerating. Regulations are tightening, not loosening. Every month you wait, the compliance gap gets wider and wider. Every transaction you process without proper tracking is a problem that compounds. Waiting doesn't make this easier. It makes it harder and more expensive. You can keep piecing together advice from forums, generic blogs, and accountants who don't understand your business. Or you can join the community built exactly for what you're building. Go to Numeratus.us, join the community, get clarity, get compliant, get ahead. The world isn't going back to the old way of doing business. The question is whether your financial foundation is ready for what comes next. I'll see you on the other side.